Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, I'm a bit under the weather, but we have a fastest map for you today between LuckyBack and Adidas. Not entirely sure who this is, but they're an excellent player, so should give LuckyBack an excellent game. Top left, we have a red Protoss player. It is Digu Life, otherwise known as LuckyBack, who is just a very, very scary, most well-known fastest map player. And on the top side, we have a blue Terran player. It is Adidas, who, we don't know who it is. We have some guesses, but not entirely sure who it is. And by we, I mean Joe from Joe's StarCraft Casts. He supplied me with this replay. He's a patron of mine at $10 a month at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Man, I have fewer brain cells than normal today because I am under the weather and feeling kind of sick, but it's not getting worse. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll be okay. Anyway, go ahead and check out Joe's StarCraft cast in the link in the description. Hit that subscribe button. Let him know that Falcon sent you by leaving a comment on one of his videos. If you like fastest maps, that is all that he does, alright? So, LuckyBack versus Adidas. And the stereotypical thing would be to say that this is a like an Eastern European thing, like Russian or Ukrainian or somebody from Belarus. They really do like Adidas over there. And that is the stereotypical thing to say. All right, man. So, multi-racks opening here from Adidas. Wants to put a lot of pressure on LuckyBack with Marines and maybe some fire bats and medics. And then if that doesn't work, he's going to go ahead and switch into factory play and mech. But maybe he won't. I don't know. He's got options. That's what's great about StarCraft, yo. You have a lot of different paths you can choose of what you want to do in this game, right? You just want to keep making Marines and try to drop on top of this Nexus and kill everything that way? Great. Why not? It's just the longer you go with Marines, the harder it's going to be to deal with a Protoss who's got things like Psionic Storm and Reavers out. Then you have a bad day. And that's usually why, that is why we generally see any longer game in PvT feature mech. So we do get some faster bio pressures, kind of like this, right? In regular 1v1s as well. It's not completely unheard of, but the game has to be fairly short because the Terran has to win with this. If the Terran doesn't win with this, then they just die. Okay, so that cannon's going to go down. That cannon is going to get maybe 2 hits off. Oh, it doesn't. It gets canceled. Oh, no. Adidas doing some work here, and all of a sudden, fall back. Create secondary cannons. I don't know if there's time for this. Bunker coming up. The probes have to fight because there is nothing they can do to protect those cannons otherwise. And actually doing fairly well. 2 Marines die very quickly, but a probe goes down too. That's 2 probes go down. Acceptable losses at this stage. Gotta buy time for these cannons to come up. The Zealot going to sacrifice his life to make sure the cannons come up. The bunker is a problem. The Marines don't want to lose any more Marines because they want to fall back to this bunker and cause further problems here for LuckyBack. And yeah, so there we go. 4 Marines in the bunker. These guys can kind of push out, provide extra DPS on this gateway if they want to. Kind of swing around this outside. Might not be a bad idea. The Marine count keeps improving here. Did he try to throw out more cannons and they got shut down here? Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, jumping into cannon range. Not exactly what you want to do here, Adidas. That was a bit of a mistake from him, but he gets a gateway. He's killed a couple probes. I don't know. Is this going to work out for him? The production tab says we're getting an engineering bay and an academy, so I don't feel like we're interested in making anything but Marines, at least for the next few minutes here. This is very aggressive play out of Adidas. I'm liking it a lot. So try to supply block the Protoss. Can't quite do it. He's got extra pylons ready to rock. He is throwing up, wow, 3 cannons up this way. That seems like overkill, but he is slowly bunker creeping his way in here, which I kind of love. And all of these Marines put him in. Can you hit this from here? He's not trying. So, oh my gosh, that's so many Marines all of a sudden. So okay, so we're gonna try to take down that gateway. He's like, what is the maximum attack range I can sit at here? And he finds it just barely. It's just like Hydralisks. Right, trying to break down a Protoss wall, same thing. They gotta find the exact range, or Dragoons trying to deal with the bunker. Find the exact range they can hit it without taking hits themselves. So that gateway is going to die, and that is a problem, because you want gateway for Zealots and Dragoons and stuff. He's going Robo. He's in a lot of trouble here. He's gonna, okay, he can start producing Reavers now. And he instantly begins one because obviously he's that good at this game. But, okay, remember when I was like, we're gonna get factories eventually? We do get one. But the factory could also just be for further upgrades. So I'm not gonna say we're for sure gonna get siege tanks here. Oh, the factory is right here. We're machine shopping, alright. Okay, getting some turrets up. He's making sure that this is where LuckyBack lives. Right here. Absolutely insane from him. This Protoss is stuck right now. It's again, LuckyBack, an incredible Protoss player. I feel like he's going to be able to break out here. The question is, how long is it going to take him? What's he going to be able to do to deal with the follow-up here from Adidas? The best news for LuckyBack is that he hasn't lost many probes. So that's nice. He's trying to get a tank up to deal with this Reaver, but that is some ways away here. This Reaver is doing some work. Good unit, Reaver. I mean, just, ugh, 2 Marines die there. More bunkers, more Marines. Trying to supply block the Protoss by killing pylons, and I guess that's just, it's vulnerable, so might as well take it down. But this Reaver is getting some kills, taking down these bunkers with ease. The time we're going to take to get to the tank with siege mode is about another 20 seconds or so. And okay, the Marines are coming in split, but now there's a shuttle. And there's another Reaver out. A lot of Marines are dying here. This is really whittling down the Marine count here. Adidas is down 50 to 66 total supply. Adidas only has 28 workers, and LuckyBack has 44. So I think this might just be Adidas making a good effort here, but is it going to work out for him? He's got that siege mode. He's got that siege tank up, but 2 hits from 2 Reavers is going to be enough. Thank you for asking. Another tank trying to come out. The Reavers are holding steady here. And I think he may have broken this with Reaver tech. The beautiful attack on that siege tank was fantastic. Okay, hold on. Oh, siege tank sieges up, instantly dies. This siege tank trying to fire in. Takes, oh, shot, okay. Like, the priority here is obviously taking down the siege tanks, and he's doing an extraordinarily good job of it. Dude, LuckyBack is just such a terrifyingly good Protoss player. Look at this guy. He's got the better economy. He's using it to great effect. This Reaver play is just absolutely sick from him. I mean, you don't have to worry about siege tank shots because those are instantaneous. And if you drop your Reaver for just a fraction of a second inside of a siege tank fire, unless they're on cooldown, they're going to hit it. It's not like Reavers where there's a bit of delay, right? You can dodge the Scarab shots. Well, I guess if you have a shuttle, you can, but oh, there we go. 1 and 2. Tank down. Tank down. Reaver down. Yes, another Reaver dies. He's just reloading with his triple. This is so good. This is, I mean, this is what? 3 Reaver production here. He doesn't have a gateway. This is a 0 gateway defense for this Terran contain. How insane is this? Man, Joe sends me good games, yo. Please check him out at Joe's StarCraft casts. Link in the description. Tell him Falcon sent you because he's got more games like this, I'm sure. All right, Marine's going for it. But Reaver shots are real. And the Marines, they just get one shot. They get absolutely obliterated by it. Same with Psionic Storm. Obliterates them too. It's like Zerglings are afraid of this stuff. Another probe goes down, and we have an SCVing a little bit back home. So 34. Oh my gosh. Really trying to get these. The Marines just continue to show up, producing 2 at a time. 2 more barracks coming up. Dude, these Reavers, like, they're dying, but man, they're getting a lot of work done before they die. Adidas is like, Reavers are good, man. I think that's what that translates into. I'm sure there's a Korean here to give me some translation efforts. Yeah, lone siege tank. It's 98 to 64 supply. LuckyBack, I think he's just done it. He is slowly gathering more and more real estate in his main base. Terran is moving into additional factory production, like I said he would, because Reavers are super good and extremely problematic. if you're just trying to go Marines, and even Siege Tanks, man. He's like, get it. Oh, he got a Reaver. He got one. He got a Reaver. Another probe died. This is a 5-kill Siege Tank. It's not bad. 17 kills on this Reaver, though. That guy's got 5. I think these are new, so they shouldn't have any kills on him. 110 to 72 supply. I mean, I don't know. The Terran, it was really intended to be a contain that just further creeped in here and killed that way, and it didn't work. And now he's down in economy. LuckyBack's got the tech paths available to him to do whatever he wants at this stage, and whatever he wants to do is just more Reavers. So I think we're going to see probably a Reaver drop over here on Adidas land sooner rather than later. There's really not a lot to stop it either. I mean, I guess there is, we are throwing up some turrets, good. There should be a Siege Tank helping with this, but Siege Tank moving out. Is he taking this, does he not know? No, he knows. He's just taking the longest route available to go for this drop. He never ends up getting scouted or something. It's some kind of plan we're seeing here. Well, if the Reavers are gone, the tanks get to play a little bit. I kind of feel like these are more distraction buildings. Look, he's building more robos. What an absolute madman. Okay, this feels like we're styling, doesn't it? This feels like LuckyBack is like, I'm going to beat you with nothing but Reavers. Nothing but Reavers. Maybe Zealots, a couple Zealots, maybe for just mineral dump stuff, but all of my gas is going to go to Reavers. What do you do about that? And the answer seems to be not a lot, because it's just Marines and Siege Tanks here, but oh, taking some splash damage a little bit. Trying to take down as many of these supply depots as he can. Oh, a Wraith shows up. Trying to, oh my gosh, trying to whittle down the Siege Tank number, but these Caterpillars mean business here. And now they're trying to walk into Siege Tank range, which, okay, they got one. They're supply blocking Adidas extraordinarily heavily, though. There goes the Academy, too. The supply block, 26 available supply for 96 on the ground for the Terran right now, but guess who's pushing? Guess all those Reavers are on the other side of the map. Oh, the shuttle goes down, and suddenly it looks better here for Adidas than it has for some time. These Reavers are just casually murdering what they can. Marine count, they don't have any attack upgrades at all. I don't know if we haven't been working on them whatsoever. This bunker has been doing so much work and trying, like shutting down buildings that are trying to be built on the edge in the periphery here. Oh, these shuttles getting killed would be pretty good, but pulling back because more Reavers. Oh my gosh, so many Reavers are here. This is a crazy, really weird unorthodox game. I'm liking it a lot. It does honestly feel like LuckyBack is trying to style here. He's not getting High Templar, right? He's not getting like a lot of speed lots, which would be pretty good against these Marines. He's doing it with micro heavy Reavers. I don't know, I guess is he killing what's he doing? Was there a Siege Tank in range of that mineral line? What? LuckyBack, what is happening? He's sending all of his workers into the meat grinder, and now Adidas has a 47-24 lead. Why did you pull all of your guys off of minerals and go this way? Oh my god. I really feel like this is him being like, I could beat you without workers. I could beat you with just mass Reaver. End of discussion. And then like 2 Wraiths show up and it's like, oh. Well, that's not particularly good. What? He's got 9 probes. He just pulled all of his workers off of minerals. He's still making probes, and he's putting them on minerals now. What is this? What is LuckyBack doing? I must know what that was. Ugh. I mean, look, the Reavers are getting some good value, but they're also dying. They're not invincible. They're somewhat squishy. If you're a high damage output unit, you're going to be somewhat squishy. But it's 14 to 52 workers now, and I think Adidas just has it. He's going Wraith, Marine, Siege Tank, which is such a weird compositional. This is definitely, I'm going to give this an unorthodox tag, because what is happening here? And everything is cool except for what the crap. Why did Lee Baku send all of his probes down to die? He pulled them off of minerals and then sent them to die. That's exactly what happened. He can't spend his money because he doesn't have enough production facilities to spend. Maybe that's it. He's like, I can't spend all the money I'm getting. I'm going to send my probes out as a distraction or something. I don't know, but I think this turnaround has been pretty intense by Adidas. He's up 119 to 84 supply. Siege tanks firing. Siege tanks firing. And dying. There's not quite enough wraiths here to like one-shot a Reaver or anything. But they're helping. I don't know. This Corsair's going to help a lot. Wraith anti-air is Wraith anti-air. They don't get a lot of chances to kill stuff in the air because they're so good in anti-air. Oh, and then you pick it up and it's dead. And now the shuttles are dying. And I think that's it. I just think once the shuttles are dead, the Reavers aren't as good as they otherwise could be. There really hasn't been any kind of an attack over... I guess there was an attack over here. That perhaps I missed. We might rewind and catch that one, but this thing is over. Making more Corsairs, but like again, the race live for this stuff. They're squishy, but they'll take a Corsair down extremely quickly. Lee Baku left side trying to break this thing out. Marines fighting as hard as they can. Lee Baku's like, I can expand left side. Let me expand left side. And no, says Adidas. Not allowed. I mean, this is the most containy, fastest map possibly ever. So many tanks keep dying. So many Reavers keep dying. Actually producing some Dragoons to try to deal with these wraiths. That's good. I mean, they might find a cannon range if you're lucky. That requires your enemy to kind of mess up a little bit, and you can't really guarantee that. Wraiths fighting against Dragoons is never what you want to see. Wow. They have upgrades? They don't have upgrades. These are 0-0 wraiths, y'all. 137 to 83 supply. This has been the scrap-tappiest fastest map game I have seen in a while. This contain started at like 3 minutes. I mean, seriously, there were bunkers getting set up here. There were Marines coming in. It just never, ever went away. I guess it went away for a little bit. All the buildings have been killed a few times each, but you just rebuild more stuff. I mean, this is... He's making Marines at 17 minutes. So many Marines have died. They don't have any upgrades at all. He's just not interested in upgrades today whatsoever. I mean, the only upgrade for attack and armor today is +1 for gateway units for the Protoss. What the heck? Absolutely banana pants. And once they start firing on these robos, because that's what our production facilities are here today, possibly because they have the smallest footprint, right? You could build robos in a smaller footprint than gateways. Okay, that hurts. Losing that shuttle. Any shuttles you lose in the situation for Lee Baku is just brutal. This has just been it's a relentless attack here today from Adidas is what it is. It is relentless. It is never ending. He is not willing to be discouraged by the fact that he's losing so many Marines at a time. I mean, the unit's killed count today is definitely going to favor Lee Baku, I think. Just with all the Marines that have died to Reaver shots. Oh, look, we got another Reaver drop over here. So this is probably what happened. I mean, he's got 82 workers, though. Yeah, great pull, though. Fantastic pull from Adidas, and that's your GG. Lee Baku taps out. Adidas is your winner in 1859. I gotta go back real quick and see what that drop was, because I don't anticipate he lost... I guess I gotta go further back. That he lost a whole lot of stuff to this drop. Whatever injured those machine shops and caused the fires on that bunker. It's further back. Nice. Was it just the Reavers from earlier doing that? Because we saw that. Okay, so it's after this. I guess the bunker... Okay, so yeah, the Reavers coming through here, killing all these supply depots, caught this bunker. That's why that's on fire. And then what? 49 workers. And then there's a drop that I missed somewhere. I mean, Reaver's just kicking butt and taking names, and it's this. Oh, it's this. Okay. So we're at 52 SCVs, cruising on in. There's a bunch of siege tanks here. Oh, but a beautiful SCV pull. Okay, yeah, so... Alright. That's it, and then everything goes back. Alright. Yeah, that's what I figured had happened, because I didn't notice a big SCV count drop there. We're going to watch this on time 16 speed. Yeah, so part of me feels like Libaku was just kind of styling there, making only Reavers and shuttles, but also part of me is like, he didn't have a lot of real estate, right? He didn't have enough room to make 15 gateways. He couldn't do that. So robotics facilities are the smallest footprint of production facilities for Protoss. So that's what he made. That's what he made, and they happen to be pretty good against Marines and tanks anyway. But I mean, just kind of got out macroed there. And whatever the weirdness that happened with him sending his probes in to die. I mean, he's got 6,000 minerals at the end of the game, so it's not like, boy, if he had those probes, it'd be a different outcome. It's not that he didn't have any income here. I don't know. Anywho, good stuff. Great game from Joe. Thanks again for sending that in, Joe, from Joe's StarCraft Casty Cast. 172,000 points from Adidas. 165 from Libaku. Units produced way more for Adidas, obviously. And, yeah, killed way more. Killed 233 Terran units and only lost 165 and lost the game. Because it was real estate. It was just real estate that was this thing. It wasn't macro. It wasn't unit production. It was... who was able to, break the contain or make the contain happen. Resources, more resources too, spent by the Protoss here today to the tune of, boy, howdy, really, like 6,000 resources. That's a big number in only 18 minutes, but just couldn't get rid of the contain. Had some nice drops, but Adidas dealt with those exceptionally well. Like, probably maybe better than we've seen in a long time. So good job by him. And whew, that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.